I have literally spent about an hour and 20 minutes searching everything over and over and over and over again. Oh shit, where am I? Because I didn't save it, did I? I just quit and exit. To figure out what it was. So let's find out where I am. And then this is going to lead me out to the blue corridor, which probably classes brand new again. Which means that arsehole will be there.
Just like Regent's Park.
Is the dickhead here? I can't believe he fell through the floor. That was funny, that was. God, I thought that was him then. I saw that like, fuck man. Is the tar in there? Where did I find that tar? Spooky steam, spooky. Spooky. And all this has been classed as red, isn't it? Yeah, the tinderbox off there's good. Right, so let's show you. I can't fucking believe this. Where's the bottom of my screen going jittery again? Should turn the quality of the graphics down a bit, maybe. Try medium, see if it makes any difference. Oh, fucking hell. Well, once we've done this, we'll have a look after this next part. Let's go to the nave. Such filthy thought. Good men can safely cheer their departure, as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed. Right.
Ah, you again. My pupil, Johann Weyer, said he found a way to take me with him beyond the stars. But I was too afraid to come along. Seriously. And now, all I can do is regret it.
That. It was fucking that. And I realised
I've always hoped Weyer would return and give me a second chance. But so does Alexander. That's why he keeps me here, as a hostage, hoping Weyer will reveal himself.
I imagine it makes it so I can now open all these levers. Yeah. Oh shit, I better be careful in case now that fucking arsehole appears. Which one was it with the levers in? This one? Do you now work? Yes, you do. Can't believe that. I don't like this. I've got a feeling I'm gonna come up here and some dickhead's gonna break out of there. You know, shit that they do.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
I'm not your friend. I'm your daddy. And they're open. Yay!
How are things coming? You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
What? Oh, I know what to do. I don't know why you would do this. Pulling up the road. That just to get a bow. Okay. Don't see why I really needed to do that. Surely I could just, you know.
Deserved it, that little bitch.
Transept. Carefully cutting the man open made him think. This is how father must feel without his craft. Being an artisan, relying on one's skill to perform something so delicate grants certain pride. What the fuck?
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me, Ulrich! Kill me! This one. Prepare him.
The kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted and her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. Oh no. Oh no, I know exactly what. Oh! Basically, oh. Have to link that in on and then pull that up. So I need another chain, don't I? Can't I pick that one up? Oh, I can pick you up. Another candle in there. sworn I saw a dig in one of those cages. Why is it so hard for him to find these old pieces? Oh shit! No way, they'd like hang them and then... in here there would have been another thing, thing to use for me to use my crank. Can I click that? I'm gonna end up running into the monster like sprinting around like this or billy dilly, you know. We'll do the stairs last.
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Oh, I already know what this one is.
No, please! Do anything! Whatever you want! Anything! I'll do anything! I'm innocent!
I already know that one. I've got a picture of this one too. I don't know it'd be under the fucking stuff. They always find things. China and a sit of money. Fucking ranking it. Well, that's 3 pieces of the ore. Let's see what's upstairs. You're one ugly motherfucker.
Bit of honor.
Gimme, gimme, gimme. Notes on torture. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victims before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it would also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are therefore to restrain while the victim is still dazed. Proceed by presenting the form of torture you're about to apply, and then continue with the actual act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient as it will trigger itself into great fear, simply by imagining it. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage as it will prove more efficient in the process and can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim does not behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. Yay! Oh, yo! I could have sworn I heard some footsteps there. Is this string to put onto the things to lift it, or is that just there? That might just be there for decoration, mightn't it, like to show what they do. Yeah, I don't think that's of any relevance. Well, let's try the other door then, shall we? Back to the nave! Something died inside of him that day. Watching that man slip away was more than his mind was willing to handle. Will he handle? Actually, better be careful now.
Ah, you again. You seem to have found all the ore pieces used in the transfer. Go to the choir and find them.
In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent care before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this this great order, sorry. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged not by time, but by anguish. Because I'm a penis. Oh, fuck. Agrippa channels Waya. Of this what I gotta give. Waya taunts me from the other side. I trusted him with my true reason for my efforts, and he still insists on releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion in their seat of power disgusts me. I cannot bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he, and has been for centuries, my only link to the worlds beyond. Waya claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that needs to give him Agrippa first, so he can too help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to, apart from him in my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I remain I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrabah without killing him, Wire told me to feed him a tonic made from a paralyzer, vitae, and tamta. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. Is that those that were found in the sewers before? The choir seems to be fertile grounds for this sort. I should then be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae should be extracted as usual from any agonised human's victim's blood. I just need a large amount to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tamta, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling Kernk. I will have to address Wire with this Kernk. I will have to address Kernk. I will have to address Wire with this, as he will have to supply me with a host. Also Kernk. Also a proper Kernk. Properly prepared. Will suffice to contain Kernk. Kernk? Is this what oh shit. Is this what I needed to give you? Oi dickhead, tell me about Kernk.
I have recipe. It's a white city chance. Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another road. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass this gate then. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic via this guide. And do so before you assemble the ore. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the ore, you won't be able to save me.
Okay. Do you reckon I should save him, or is he gonna backstab me? Now we are going to the choir. He had gone too far. The man was suffocating as he could no longer breathe properly between the lashes. Displeased, he started to look for the Damascus rose oil. And on that note, I'll see you on the flip side.